Boy, everybody's freaking out over that Microsoft thing. I think y'all guys ought to just wait. All y'all out there, I'll just wait and see what Phil Spencer has to say. Um, it don't bother me that much for some strange reason because I've always used my Xbox for third-party games. I got my PS5 for exclusives, so I know everybody's freaking out, but this is another reason why I try to tell you folks out there, a lot of people out there, and I know I'm not by myself. Quit putting your eggs in one basket. Quit putting your eggs in one basket. There ain't not one electric console out there. There's not one console or gadget out there that I could just look at and go, I hate that, but I love that. It's stupid. It's just stupid. All this console war and all this kind of stuff and just hating on Sony and all this is not no Sony thing because, I got Xbox 360. I got my Project Scorpio, and I even got the Project Scorpios, the Xbox One X. Yeah, sure do. I love that thing. And I got my Xbox Series X, and I love it too. So it don't bother me one bit. And on top of that, I wanted to go and see my son today, but I worked so many hours. I slept in, and when I slept in, I woke up. I was like, I don't really want. I don't want. I don't want to go all the way down there and go visit him when I still need to go to the store. I still need to mail off some stuff. I still got stuff to do around the house. I'm just gonna have to go another time because I'm all about making money. Only reason why I'm sharing that with you guys is because a lot of times we only got an hour or two to play video games. It's like I'm trying to rearrange my life to where I can actually sit down and play a video game all day for at least 3 or 4 hours because I like playing video games. But man, I go to work Monday through Friday, sometimes Monday through Saturday because I like my overtime. And, I work out 4 days a week. Plus, I do cardio and I do all kinds of stuff. So I'm constantly just busy. And by the time, if I work, 10 hours a day, that just puts me home later on in the day. And then I got stuff to do when I get home. Everybody's got stuff when they got to do. Anybody tells you they don't do anything when they go home, they must have a robot at home doing stuff for them, or they just don't keep the house clean or something like that. But I mean, I know there's some people out there, you guys, that, can just sit down. I got a friend that comes home. After he gets off work, he sits and plays video games. As soon as he gets over, the time he gets up is when he fixes himself some dinner. Now, he'll cut his grass and all that kind of stuff. Cool guy. But that man, that's his hobby. He gets off work, he sits down, plays video games. When I get off work, I got to come home, let out my cat. Then I got to clean her poo. And then I got to take trash out once a week because you got garbage day. I'm quite sure he does the same thing because he has a dog. But what I'm trying to say is I work out. He don't. Now, he's my friend. He loves playing his video games, so that is his hobby. Video games is not my main thing. You understand what I'm saying? So what I'm sharing with you guys is wait till Phil Spencer says something. Just wait. Don't freak out too much. I mean, somebody like me, it don't bother. But I hope that he keeps some games exclusive only for Xbox. But is it gonna be the end of the world because, he ain't gonna do that no more? No, you guys are gonna move right along. Y'all gonna end up buying either a Nintendo or some deck. Because some of you PS5, some of you Sony haters out there, you probably won't bend the knee and buy a PlayStation 5. The only reason why I'm sharing with you is that because I like my PS5. My PS5 that's my favorite system in the whole house. But I love my Microsoft stuff too. So I like all my systems. I like my Nintendo. I don't play it that much, but sometimes my son got rid of his Nintendo. 2 months later, he had to turn around and buy another one because he said, Dad, I couldn't handle the fact there wasn't around to play. But I don't blame him. That's why I never got rid of mine. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah. Guys, just wait. Wait. I know some people, I've seen some YouTubers and stuff. It's just like, they're just so upset. I don't know why you just put your eggs all in one basket. I mean, look at it as Microsoft is a $1 trillion company, right? So they got, most of y'all like PCs, right? So just look at your Xbox Series X like it's a little mini PC box or something like that. That's all you got to do. I mean, try to be creative about stuff because at the end of the day, it's all about the games. It's all about the games. But I truly hope that, when Phil Spencer bought Activision Activision, Blizzard, whatever all those companies was. You guys do realize that Activision and Blizzard, they were a third party developer, right? They might have signed some before Microsoft just purchased them. They might have signed some exclusivity deals with Sony or Microsoft for like maybe a year, but they were mostly third party. So I think Phil Spencer screwed up to me, and what I mean by that, I would have said, hey, I'm going to buy all these things, but I'm going to still be a Activision Blizzard was a third party developer, right? So I'm going to keep them third party because I think Starfield's a terrible game. It doesn't do anything for me. Hi-Fi Rush, I don't give it a chance. It don't do nothing for me, but I heard good reviews. The reason why I'm sharing this with you guys is because it's all about the Benjamins, which means dollars, right? So let's just say, why would you want to leave that much money on the table? Let's just say, for instance, you say, well, I don't think many people's going to buy those games anyway, if they do sell them to people. The problem is there is going to be some people that's going to buy those games. I'm not buying those games. I got my PS5 for the exclusives only. That's all it's played on my PS5. I'll take that back. I have played some third-party games, but I basically bought my Xbox for Hellblade. Hellblade 2. I bought that for Hellblade 2. Believe it or not, I dropped 500 bones for Hellblade 2. And you probably say, yeah, but that's going to go on the PS5. Well, so what? So what? I don't care. I get to play the game. And I think that this Xbox Series X is a great piece of hardware. So let's see what Phil Spencer has to say. Let's just say he'll say, I'll bring out the games for a year and a half. It'll be Xbox only. And then after 2 years, it's allowed to go on other platforms. I mean, that means it's only going to be locked down to Xbox ecosystem for 2 years. You don't want to leave money on the table. That's like me saying I need money, right? Let's say I need money and I go like, God, man, I wish I had a couple extra $100 to fix that truck. Or I need this for my Dodge Dart in the garage. Or I want another new piece of gym equipment. Oh, hey, Vic, man, we're working Saturday and Sunday, man. We got to paint this wall, and then we got to do some work and clean the building. You want to work? No, I don't want to work. Well, I just thought you said you needed some money. Yeah, but I don't want to work Saturday and Sunday. Okay, but you just told me last week that you needed money to just, but then okay. You see where I'm going here? You don't leave money at the table. Anybody that's watching this video, they might can make fun of it because be like, yeah, but they try to sound all smart and intellect or whatever. But bottom line is, if you're in a bind, you're going to work extra hours to get yourself out of a bind. If you take a vacation that you can't afford because you just had to, you're going to come back and you and your partner, whatever, is going to be stressing each other out because you got behind on your immediate bills because you didn't give a damn about your bills because you was too busy taking that vacation. So what you're going to do, you're going to work extra hard to get yourself out of a hole. So if Microsoft is sitting on cash and it's not going anywhere, then, they're leaving money on the table. But I really think a lot of y'all jump to conclusions on this one. I really do. Burning up Xboxes and throwing them in the pile and burning them and stuff. No, ain't nobody did that. I'm just using that as an excuse. But YouTube's got a lot of doom and gloom. I think Phil Spencer, I wish he would have just said, we're going to buy Activision and Blizzard, and we want to work on our Game Pass. We want to make it more attractive because, Game Pass is on all the PCs and all that kind of stuff. And, we just want to make it more attractive. And, we want to put a lot of games on there. We still want to, it was a third-party developer. We really want to try to keep some of these games and just sell them to third party. Who cares if Indiana Jones, look, Indiana Jones originally was going to go on Xbox One X, Xbox Series X, and the PlayStation 5. And Nintendo, if they can work on getting it to go on there. But Nintendo's coming out with that new game system in about a year or so. Look, think about that. If Microsoft didn't buy Activision Blizzard, whatever that big company's name is, they be still doing third-party games, and everybody can play. Now, if Microsoft was smart, which is not smart, they could make Call of Duty exclusive. But, whoo, Lord, you are leaving tons of money on the table. That it would be the dumbest thing ever to do, is to make Call of Duty exclusive. But then you people that owns Xbox would think it'd be funny, and you'd be taking a shot at Sony. But at the end of the day, man, Call of Duty's always been on all the platforms. You know what I mean? So I would be like, look, I bought Activision Blizzard. We're gonna own it, but we're still gonna sell it to everybody. Why? Because we're making money. My Lord, we're making money. I would keep certain things, like exclusive. But at the end of the day, it's all about that money. So I hope this makes sense what I said. And yes, I don't get that many views for this, but I felt like I should, drop this video because I'm like, man, I think everybody's jumping to conclusions. Wait to see what Phil say, because I ain't one of those haters that's like, Xbox and Sony and Nintendo. Nintendo to me is in their own little world. Nintendo's got a very nice thing going from them, so they ain't gonna do diddly. I personally think Sony should just keep doing what they're doing because they're killing it on all systems. Last but not least, since it's in my brain, yes, I went out and bought an Xbox 360. I wanted one real bad. We're never going to go back to the Xbox 360 days. That's what I don't know. And then when they came out with the Xbox One, that's when things went south for, Microsoft and the Xbox situation. And then when they came out with the Xbox One X, and then the One X, and then they had the Project Scorpio, which is the One X, and then they got this Xbox Series X. I love the hardware. I think the hardware is just awesome. I think they got their interface. I love everything. I love technology. I really do. I always was, gadgets, electronics. I always had a fetish for electronics. But you got folks, ladies and gentlemen out there, I have, it ain't gonna bother me one bit. I just hope whatever Phil comes up with, it ain't gonna make everybody happy, but play the games. Play the games. Oh, I only play this on this, or I only play this on that. Like I said, I got my PS5 for the exclusives, man, But I did get some third-party games for it, but only a few. All my third parties are played on the Xbox because I think it's a nice piece of hardware. But anyway, I just wanted to share that with you guys because I wanted to show you my systems. Now, if you see right here, this is my setup. I showed you that once before. I got my Xbox logo. I got my PlayStation logo at the bottom. I got my bad to the bone. People always talk about, oh man, I think the design sucks. I fell in love with design day one. Look at that thing. Man, that thing is nice. They got plates for it. Of course, you guys know that. And then my son bought me that, he bought me this red controller, and he bought me that charging station. As you see, I got my PS4 Pro. God, I love that system. Then I got my Project Scorpio. Project Scorpio, baby. That's right there. Project Scorpio. That is a nice piece of hardware. And then my buddy gave me his PS3 because he said he wasn't using it because he has the original, the fat one, which I wish I wouldn't have never got rid of mine. I had that fat one too. The first one that came out. But he gave me that one. He said, I bought it brand new, sitting on, you can have it. He said, I bought it brand new. It's just been sitting on his, And then, last but not least, I love this thing. Got my little, platform. I bought that platform for like $5 at the dollar store. I love that thing. I love that thing. So you guys, I know some of y'all might have a different way of looking at things, and I get it. But at the end of the day, yep, love my little electronics, man. But anyway, and don't forget, man, I keep telling you folks out there, you put too much into technology, you put too much into streaming services, and I really think that you know, at the end of the day, I can play a movie on this. I can play a movie on this. I can play a movie on that. I can play a movie on this. And I can play a movie on this. So it's a win and a win and a win and a win and a win. All across the board. So anyway, you guys, that's it. Just my take. God bless. Take care. We'll catch you next video. We'll see you.